Hello, learners. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This side Piyush from Engtalki, and today I am going to discuss about a very important topic, that is how to master group discussions, that is GD rounds. So today we have our amazing tutor Drishika with us. So I would like to have a point of view of Drishika about this topic. So Drishika, could you please tell us more about this topic?
Sure, Piyush. First of all, thank you so much for introducing the topic to our fellow learners. As you already pointed out, that today we will be discussing how to show our expertise or how to appear confident during group discussions. So basically, we all know that those people who are working in the corporate sectors, often they have to face their team in group discussions, where their point of view are asked for, what they think, how can they improve the organization. So they are being judged on the basis of how much they can speak in the group discussion, how much input they can give, right? So many times I have come across learners, Piyush, they tell me that, ma'am, when group discussions are conducted in my organization, I know what I should say. But when the time comes to speak in front of everyone, I appear very nervous. I feel so nervous, I feel anxious and whatnot. So, ma'am, what should I do? You might have also come across learners who
Right.
are sharing, maybe they are sharing the same problem with you or different also. So, today I will be sharing three tips, and I think you will also share three tips about it, right? So, you can start, please, Piyush.
Okay. So first of all, like whatever you have said, exactly the group discussion are the key I think parts of the interview, whether it's a campus placement or even the professional meetings also. So it plays a very crucial role. And for the strategies part, I can say I would include three, as you have said, three important tips for you all to improve the group discussion session. First of all, that the clarity of and the thought of your speech, like what happened, that make sure your thoughts are very well organized before you speak. Like make your thoughts very clear before you start like speaking in front of the people. Actually in the group discussion session, basically what happens is you are given a particular topic and you have to discuss upon the same topic. Okay, so that's what is known as the GD round. I am giving just an example. It can be any topic, or it can be any like thought provided by the instructor or whatever the person is sitting in front of you. Okay, so keep your point simple and up to the point, not so much of rambling you have to do over there. And one more thing, if you like disagree with someone, be polite. Okay, because in the discussions, sorry, in the GD rounds, it was quite mentioned, it was quite like seen by the instructor as well, that how much politely you can express your views. Okay, so if you are not having any issue with someone, or you are not like agree with someone point of view, so be polite but firm. Say something like, I understand your point, but I see it in a different way. You can say like that. Okay, don't behave in such a manner that you sound very rude, right? So you have to keep these things in mind. And one more thing I have to say, body language and the eye contact are the more crucial things, most crucial I can say in the GD rounds. So body language plays an important role whenever you are talking to someone. In the GD round, basically what happens is we basically gathered around a particular, I can say it's a roundabout table. So you gathered about there and you sit in a proper way, like sitting in a correct posture with your back span straight can help you a lot, like being reflective confident enough. Okay, so you have to reflect yourself as a confident guy and always maintain the eye contact to the person whom you are talking with. Okay, and like what I can say, nodding occasionally and using the hand gestures naturally will make you like appear confident enough. Okay, so you can nod, like whatever the points are being discussed upon to that points, you can nod again and again, so that says that yeah, you are continuously an active listener as well. And you like confirming the points, like you are not denying with them, you are just listening to them, and you are like having an attention toward their points. So these are the tips from my side. I also wanted to know, Drishika, what do you think about it, and what are your tips for that?
Sure. Before I move on with my points, I would surely say, Piyush, that I totally agree with whatever points you have stated just now, few moments ago, basically nodding our head is a very important gesture. Like when I am talking with you, Piyush, when I am nodding my head, my main agenda behind it is that so that the other person will feel confident, so that the other person will feel that I am listening to them actively.
Right.
That's why they feel more confident that, okay, the other person is nodding their head, which means they are agreeing with me. They are listening actively to me rather than just looking here and there.
Right.
And
Very.
yeah, maintaining eye contact is a very crucial factor, I think. Yeah, right. Okay. So thank you for adding your points, Piyush. Now, the first point that I would like to add from my side is that every time we should always prepare in advance.
Right.
It's very important, Anything we are doing, if we are talking with someone, if we are having interview with some people, with HR, we should always prepare a script. We should prepare in advance, right? How you can prepare in advance? That's a big question. Actually, you can research little bit on the topic. Like, like you will already be told that what will be the topic about which you will be having discussion prior. So you can just do a little bit research on that particular topic so that you can appear confident during the session. And you can also jot down some points, write down some important points about the topic. You can write down some examples also, some facts about the topic also. Like what is your opinion about the topic? So basically, the more you are active during the group discussion, the better impression people will have about you. Right? And I will also say that it's always important to stay updated about current affairs. Whatever is happening in your organization, whatever is happening outside your organization or all around the world, just stay, what can I say, active about the current affairs, about what is happening, so that people can say that, okay, she is really aware about whatever things are happening around her, right? So these things I would say. So this will be under one point only, that is preparing in advance. So you can prepare about the script, you can prepare about the topic, you can jot down certain points and be aware about some current affairs related to your organization as well as outside your organization, right? And second is listen actively. It's very important to listen actively to the person in front of you. We should never listen to them with the agenda of criticizing them. We should listen to them to make them feel welcoming, right? To make them feel good. So we should always, as you say, that we should try to nod our head actively to show that we are, what can I say, agreeing with them,
Right.
right? And just keep a little bit smile on your face. Small smile, like smile, just keep on smiling from time to time. Not all the time, of course, because it's a professional group discussion, but from time to time, just give a smile. Okay, it will create a good aura around you. And you should also try to pay attention to other people's points. As I said, not with the agenda of criticizing them. Okay? Try to pay attention to what they are saying. Write down their points also in a piece of paper so that later on, if you are having some counter points, you can let them know. You can tell them that, okay, actually, I agree with you, but this is my perspective. This is what I think about it.
Right.
Right? And we can also avoid interacting people. When they are talking something, when they are saying something, try not to interrupt them in between. Let them finish first. It's very important. It shows that you are respecting them. You are respecting their space. So first, let them finish their conversation. Let them finish speaking about their point. Then only you can initiate your conversation. Right? So let them finish first. Avoid interrupting in between. Okay. But it does not mean that you will just be a passive listener. You also have to include some points from your side, particular points. So, as I told you, note down the important points told by your colleague so that later on you can add some more points on his behalf, right? So, listen to them actively so that you can speak also, okay, so that you can add your point also. And I will also say one more thing, that most of the times we are verbal, right? We are saying that, okay, I agree with you, maintaining eye contact with a straight back. Your posture should be very good, right? In order to show engagement, as you already said. And it's always very important to organize your thoughts. It's not that I came, I started speaking, and it's okay. You need to speak in a particular structure. You need to organize your thoughts. Okay, like first you can start with your introduction, then you can say that, okay, this is my point. I'm trying to focus more on this topic, and I think that this will be better, right? So this is how you can organize your thoughts. Take a moment to structure your response, I can say, right? Because you do not have to speak fast. Take
Right.
some time, right? So another thing that I would say is the PREP method, PrEP method. It stands for point, reason, example, and point. Which means first you need to start with your point, then give reason. Then why this is your point, why justified point, why it is justified. Give reason behind that. Right? After that, give an example that why you think that point is justified. How can you use that in practical life? Again, give another point. Okay? So by using this method, it will make the other people aware that you know a lot about that topic. Okay? So that you can present your answer quite clearly in front of them. Okay? And you can also try to keep your point quite concise. Not that much long, but concise, up to the mark, up to the point. Okay? And relevant. Relevant means useful, which will be applicable to that topic, not outside the topic. It should be relevant, useful, right? So this is what I will say. And yeah, definitely we should speak clearly. We should speak very slowly. But very slowly does not mean like that of the tortoise, right? We should try to speak in a very good way so that each and every points are clear to the other person, to the other party. And yeah, always be open to anything. Anything means if you are allowed, you can also receive questions from your colleagues. Okay, try to answer to their questions. Try to speak to the point. And always make sure that if they are having any question, they can also ask you. And that way, the whole conversation, the whole discussion, that's why it's called discussion. Because here you are discussing. So you are answering only, they are only listening, it's not the point. The case is that you are giving some point, they can question you. That why it's your point? How can you justify it? Right? So these are the points that I would love to add, Piyush. Other than that, I think the rest of them you have already added that we should not be aggressive, we should be assertive. Right? We should respect others' viewpoints, we should respect in a polite manner. We should not fight, we should not criticize, but criticize professionally. Constructive criticism we can give. That's
Yeah.
not a problem. And yeah, definitely these were the points I wanted to give. And yeah, one last point I would love to add, Piyush, practicing regularly. In Engtalki, what happens, you are also working for such a long time. When you are speaking with a learner, you are practicing regularly. Right? The learner is able to practice regularly with the tutor. They are talking about their problems, they are sharing their problems. And so we are listening to them. You're listening to them. And so accordingly, what we do, Piyush, is that in every session, we always first we talk with the learner, we try to see that what's their level, whether they are beginner, whether they are intermediate, whether they are advanced level learners. And accordingly, we start having conversation with them so that they feel confident. And in the demo sessions also, Piyush, you might have also conducted many demo sessions. There, what happens that first we try to maintain a rapport with the learner, why it's necessary, so that we can know about them, so that we can work for them, so that we can work together to achieve their fluency. Isn't it? So, and most of the times, what I do, Piyush, is that it's very important to also, what can I say? Sometimes you can also, what you can do is you can also try to conduct some kind of mock interviews. Mock interviews. Many learners, as I said today, group discussion. So many learners, they are often scared that what they will say. So we can do some kind of mock interviews also, mock discussions also. And I will be asking some questions. Few days ago, a learner told me, and ma'am, can you please ask me some questions related to interviews? And then I asked questions to them, and they were answering. And I was correcting their mistake. That in this way, you can appear confident in front of an interviewer. So we do mock interview also, and you might have also conducted this kind of sessions, and we give feedback also in every session. Feedback is also very crucial. So I will just ask them if they want, they can attend a demo session. They can book a demo session from our Engtalki application. And it's not necessary that they only have to go for Engtalki. Many organizations are there, whatever they feel comfortable with. They only want their betterment. That is what I want to say. Okay, that's all, Piyush. Do you want to add anything more?
Like some common mistakes are there that I wanted to add that you should be avoiding in the group discussion session. So the
Yes.
first mistake I really encountered because I am telling is according to my experience, because as I would like to introduce something about myself, as I belong to the TNP department of my college. So and basically when companies came take the group discussion round, GD round, so I was already present over there. So I see the things which the students make, like which the students do a blunder over there, and then when they leave, all the like the professional, including me, and because I'm the head of the TNP department as a student in charge, and after including me and all the other members were sitting, and they discuss upon that what the students went wrong. So according to my experience, what I some of the things I have to mention, that these are the common things that you have to avoid during the GD rounds. The first one is like interrupting others. What happens is people usually do it like the conversation is going on, let's say a topic is there, um, let's say it's about the AI and its deployment in the future advancement. Okay, so this is the topic and the discussion was going around this topic. And now what happens is one person speaking and the other person will if you interrupt the other person, like if you, as you have also said, I have also said, interrupting is a very bad habit. Cutting someone in between is a very bad habit in the GD round, and it's not tolerated at all. It's not literally, it's not considered a professional behavior. Okay, so this thing you have to keep in mind, that you doesn't have to cut anyone's job. And the second thing is dominating the conversation. You don't have to
Yes.
dominate the conversation. Every time you have to be like you are listening to others and you are only putting your points. You don't have to dominate
Correct.
that, yeah, I know about the topic and every time I only used to speak and every time I only used to correct yourself. So this is not a GD. Okay, this is basically it is what that you are like common area of friends are surrounded and you are talking, and then you can like dominate the chat over there. But that is not a professional behavior. That comes under the unprofessional manner. Okay, so just keep in mind, you don't have to do these kinds of things. And like third point is already discussed by Drishika, that is being unprepared. Okay, so always try to being prepared before the GD rounds, because it is very crucial. You don't know that whatever the topic is coming with you, but you can prepare with some strategies and tips, that yeah, this things I don't have to do and this thing I have to really do in the GD rounds, like it will help me out. Okay, so the fourth point is not very like happen to all of you, it not applied to all of you, but some of the persons are there, I have seen that it's a very like thing, getting emotional. Okay, in the
Yeah.
GD rounds, yeah, if someone disagree with you, you take it seriously, and you became very emotional that you encountered a fight over there. I have seen, I have like literally seen it in the like I can say in the last session only. Wipro GD round is going on and they have provided some sort of a topic and there is a huge debate. GD rounds,
Mm-hmm.
and they converted it into a huge debate like a session. So don't do it,
Oh,
please. It like full batch, then they have out the full batch, and nobody got, like it was a second round, and full batch was eliminated from that GD round only. So these are the things that you have to keep in mind. So like I think very much we have like talk about this topic. Okay, so like be prepared, and also don't do these type of mistakes. And always when you are going for the GD round, make sure that you have like a proper dressing sense as well. And because appearance matters a lot, the first thing is your appearance, that you are showing it to others. Okay, after that you would be communicating, and after that you would be arguing, that's the second thing. But the first thing is your appearance. Make sure your appearance is quite well maintained. You don't proper like shirt would be, if you are wearing a shirt, it should be full, and for the girls like all the things should be properly wore. Okay, so make sure these type of
mm,
things. And one more thing I have to include in the last is, GD rounds are basically not limitless. Like they have a proper time duration. Okay, they gave you a proper time, and in that time only you have to finish your conversation with the valid points. All valid points should be included, that are with the, like as the Rishika also mentioned, with the quite accurate data as well. Okay, so only like speaking is not a part of a GD round. You have to actually include the accurate data. Like if I talk about the, if the topic is on population, so you have to actually include the data that according to the census of 2025, what is the actual population of India, and whatever the topic is. Okay, so proper accurate data is quite very important, and the time limit is also very important. So make sure you include all these points which are mentioned in the video. And like after seeing this video, I think you are better to like go for the GD round if you include all the points which was quite mentioned today. Okay, so that was all from my side. Anything else, Drishika, would you like to mention?
I think all the important crucial points have already been imparted today by you and me, and I hope this video will be useful for everyone out there who is watching this because there is always a starting. There is always a first time, we should remember, but it does not mean that you will not do well. If whatever I told one thing that note down everything, it also applies for today's video. Whatever pointers have been, I request everyone that whatever pointers have been discussed in between me and Piyush, whatever we have discussed you can just note that down so that whenever you are sitting for a GD, whenever you are sitting for a group discussion, you can impart those points, you can inculcate those points, and you can get good experiences by using those points. Remember to stay up to the point, to have a good fashion or dressing sense. And appearance, that's why we say it's not the way our physical, it's not the way we look in real, but it's the way we appear in front of people. So we should always try to be conscious about how we are dressing up ourselves, how we are appearing. Our hairstyle should be quite neat and clean. So basically, these are the things that today we wanted to add. So I think it's good for today, Piyush. And in the upcoming sessions, we will try to add more topics, isn't it?
Yeah, very right, Drishika. So, like, thank you everyone for joining us today.